Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking about a lot of stocks in this video. If you're a bull, I appreciate if you like the video, comment down below, as well as if you're a bear, I appreciate you for watching the video as well. So in this video there's a lot of plays to go over. So many stocks rip face vertical today. They went to that moon. A lot of people banked, a lot of plays running multi-day, a lot of short squeezes happening. I'm going to be talking about GNS TMC HTTI again in this video, guys. So I know y'all really love that stock, so don't worry guys, more analysis on that is coming as well. So today, the first stock today, YHC. This one, I mentioned it was a multi-day setup just, I think it was like 2 days ago, like recently, at around $3, $3.25 I remember. I ended up just ripping face today. It ran almost 250%, which is a monster move. So if you watch my videos, you already know about the multi-day setup, right? I mentioned many times it's one of the best strategies in my opinion when it comes to day trading, right, or swing trading, right? Because you could technically swing trade multi-day as well, because the definition of multi-day is multi-continuation, right? Multi-day, multiple days running. So YHC, this one was a monster gapper. If you check the float, I'm curious, what's the float? The float is 900k, guys. So if you watch my videos, you know that anything under 30 million float would be considered low float, right? So this stock made a lot of bulls happy today. If you're still in this stock, the level I highly recommend looking at it right now. To be honest with you, the level it needs to clear would be 950 break would be nice for this continuation. So the next stock, again, this is another very nice win, APM. This one was a monster as well. I mentioned it at 150. It actually dipped to 140. I remember I was watching it, and then it ripped face 150 plus all the way to 442. That's almost a 200% gain. So if you caught this trade today, I'm really happy for you. Hope people banked on this one as well. And there's many plays that went off today. So APM, I think, had news today. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm mainly a technical trader, right? I don't really care much about the news, but I do check the news from time to time. It really depends. So they did have a news. If you pull it up, APM, they had a merger agreement. So basically, anytime you see a stock that has merger news or acquisition news, like yesterday, right? Usually it's a nice thing, right? It's bullish. You're gonna see a good price action on it. But again, it's mainly about the volume as well as the technicals, right? Rather than the news when it comes to day trading small caps. So that was really nice. APM was just a monster as well. Next play was NUWE. This one new, I mentioned it at that for 150 gap percentage, right? I said that was a really important psychological level, because once that ripped over it, it went all the way up to 25.95. That's almost a $10 a share gain move, which is really good. So this stock, it was same situation as Dare. I don't know if you remember, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I said the exact same thing in pre-market, where you could use the percentage gaps as support resistance. I don't think anybody has said that in the past. That's a new concept, right? It's interesting. It's just something that I've discovered when I was trading, right? Because I've been in stocks for a long time now, many years, and I just pick up on things. So that's one thing maybe I want to write down, because anything over, once it goes to 50, 100, 150, 200%, the short sellers, right, they start to get nervous as well. Because if you're shorting a stock, especially a low floater, and then it starts ripping face, what are you going to do when you're short? Right, you're going to panic most of the time. And there's no stop losses in pre-market or after hours. So they're going to get squeezed most of the time. So this was a really big winner. Almost a $10 a share move, which is really big. So next one, QLGN. This one I mentioned it around $5 today. I think it was like 520. And then it just had a massive volume uptick. It was just like a swipe. It ripped past VWAP, and then it tested the previous resistance, and then it just went sky high all the way to 735, which is a really nice gain. That's like a 46% gain, which is really nice. So this one I mentioned it. That was my first trade I did today. I posted. So if you're watching this video, guys, I'm gonna start mentioning trade ideas starting 7:45 a.m. Eastern time every day, because I want like a schedule for everybody, right? Because there's a lot of people that like to trade ideas, and I don't want to just start posting random times, right? For example, like 8:40 or like 9, just random times, right? I want like a consistent schedule, because I know a lot of people also really like the morning trades, right? The morning pre-market gappers. So that was QLGN. Next play is D-Pro. This one I mentioned that VWAP was key. D-Pro, it was around 4 to 425 psychological pivot, and then ends up as ribbon face vertical all the way to 753. That's a 76% gain. So if you look at the chart right now, what do you think happened to the bears, right? Or shorts? This stock made a move up. Whether it had news or not, it doesn't really matter, because it first made a big pop up off the first move, and then it consolidated right at VWAP roll. And then after hours, I just said, like, a minute ago, that there's no halt, there's no stop losses, and after hours, and then pre-market's the same thing. So what happened? This rip is a huge, very quick move. So that was a very, very big squeeze on D-Pro. Hope people banked on this one. I mentioned it a couple times as well. D-Pro. Next one, DTST. This one, I said that it was a choppy name. So I knew that it was going to be choppy going into the open, because if you look left, and I'm not just talking about today's price action, if you look at the extended time frame, look at the daily chart, and as well as my experience, I've had history trading this stock in the past. This is a choppy type of stock where the personality is kind of it's like whippy, right? It goes up and down like choppy. So that's what I expected. But if you trade it with smaller size, you would be able to manage that psychologically, and then you make a nice move up. You just hold it through the chop, right? So that was DTST. Next one, ABVE. This one I mentioned it a week ago, right? ABVE ended up ripping like 800% or something like that. Oh no, I think it was like 1,000%. This one, and I said that it was ripping when it was a penny. You could look at the chart, and then right now it's setting up multi-day. If you remember what I said earlier, multi-day is a very nice strategy. So maybe if you like the stock, chart out the previous, like the zones, the support, as well as look to see if a break over the flat top, break over the previous resistance. Looking at it right now, to be honest with you, ABVE, what I want to see, honestly, is over 225 would be really nice with big volume. So this is on my watch list tomorrow. ABVE. Next one is BMNR. This one is a riskier setup, because if you know about the stock, it actually has a lot of short, I think, right? A lot of selling going on. So this stock is definitely on the riskier side. If you are a trader that doesn't really like trading risky setups, I would avoid this, but this definitely has potential for a really nice bounce as well. Looking at it right now, it looks like it's just consolidating. And once you see over a clean break over 50, this could end up halting multiple times again, as like I did in the past, right? BMNR. This one, keep an eye on it. I'm adding it to my watch list as well. BMNR. Next one, Open. This one, I mentioned it. It was a multi-day setup. I saw it right in the morning time. I saw it, I think it's like 120 or even less than that. I mentioned it right as I saw it, and then ended up making that multi-day leg up all the way to 176. That's a really, really, really nice jump. And again, this one could also continue multi-day if you look at how it acts in the pre-market, right? So I recommend adding this to your watch list. Open. Next one, I have a lot of like swing trade type of setups. BTCS. This one I mentioned several times, and now it's forming a cup type of pattern. If you know my patterns, right? This is one of my favorite setups as well. It's like my top 10, no doubt, when it comes to technical patterns. So keep an eye on BTCS, especially this is a crypto name, right? As well, so it also has an edge when it comes to sector. That's a really nice one. So next pick you gotta watch would be UPXI. This is another multi-day setup, which reminds me of SBET. I mentioned that one like $15 and then they're ripping face to almost 40, which I'm gonna be talking about later in the video. So UPXI, keep an eye on this one. This one again, I think is a crypto name, right? Next one, CLDI. This one again, look at it right now. Another multi-day setup. You want to watch how it acts, the support, as well as this one. I mentioned it many times as well. CLDI is trying to form that technical pattern as well. So keep an eye on this one, guys, if you're more into a swing trader as well. Next one, SRM. This one, same situation. It's like a multi-continuation type of pattern. And I mentioned this one I actually mentioned it several times too, right? SRM. And this one, the stock was up so much to the point where I think shorts really got in a sticky situation because they couldn't hold it for so long. So this one just squeezed really hard. So SRM, definitely keep an eye on this one. Macro multi-continuation. Next one, SBET. SBET, mentioned it around $15 swing trade idea. I made 2 videos on it. And then today ripped almost $40. You could just see every single day just swing, beautiful swing trade on SBET. Next one, another one you might watch, TDTH. This one I'm hearing a lot of people talk about how this one could also be similar to SBET or those other stocks that ran multi-day. So I'm keeping an eye on TDTH. This one today, it attempted to break out, but it got kind of stuffed. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but it's basically when it has high volume, but then it doesn't go up. You're right, it's stuffed. That's what you call stuffed. So TDTH, I'm looking at that one break, psychological level, as well as the other stocks, right? Next one, ZBAI. This one I mentioned many times as well. This one is forming a daily chart, new hype type of pattern, where this one could also be a multi-day mover. Keep an eye on the ZBAI, guys. Next one, CAN. This one I mentioned many times as well. Bitcoin stock. And this one I think a lot of people were getting in on this stock. I mentioned it and people are banking on this. You want to see that one break for continuation. Next stock, BTBT, another one I mentioned many times. And when it was cheap, this was forming another cup monster type of action. And when it comes to the swing trade ideas, what do you guys notice from these past couple picks? They're all like crypto theme, right? And what is this week? It's like this crypto theme, right? So it's mainly about swing trading. It's mainly about getting in early and just riding the wave up. And if you missed the swing trade idea, there's many more coming, guys. Like swing trading, day trading, there's opportunity every single day. I've been doing stocks for many years now, and I've seen every single day is an opportunity. It doesn't matter how slow it is. It doesn't matter if the SPY S&P is falling like 10%. It doesn't matter, like crazy, like news going on everywhere. I see every single day. I haven't seen a single day I've been doing this where there wasn't at least one opportunity in trading in small caps. So you just gotta be patient. You just gotta know where to look. And if you're in the team, you're gonna have a lot of fun, guys. I'm gonna mention a lot of trade ideas in the coming years. So you guys are in good hands, and I promise you, I'm never gonna charge for premium alert like that BS, right? So I think that's all the swing picks. Oh no, another one, IXHL. Also, sorry guys for the weird voice today. Again, I have to record nighttime, so I can't really speak loudly. But if you watch my videos, you know that I speak loudly, right? So just unfortunate, but IXHL, this one, another one, multi-day setup. This one looks really nice. It looks really beautiful on that consolidation pattern, trying to form a technical pattern as well. So those were all the those were all the swing trade ideas. There's many more, but I can't make the video like 1 hour long. So now let's talk about the popular stocks that you guys really love and I love as well. First one, HTTI. This one, so many people seem to be really bullish on it. Unfortunately, this one doesn't really move based on what I've been looking at. HTTI, I mean, looking at it right now, it's just in that channel. I said many times that you really want to see that the recent break, and this one is just high float. Looking at it right now, I think it really needs a catalyst. But the reason I'm mentioning this stock is that the day it moved a lot. I mentioned it prior and it had almost 2 billion volume, guys. It's not common for a small cap to have that much volume. I think I've only seen very, very few times where stock had 2 billion volume when it comes to small cap. And this stock was that one. I mentioned it around a penny. It ran all the way to 5 cents almost. So this one you want to keep an eye on. Decide, keep it on your watch list maybe for that day it finally breaks out. So if you have any questions on the stock, leave it on the comments. I think people could help you out because a lot of people I think like the stock that follow me. So that's HTTI. Next one, TMC. This one again, this really isn't much more to say than this really looks really bullish on the stock, right? Look, zoom out the chart. I think this stock could definitely hit 10. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but based on how the price action is showing and the trend, as well as it's in such a strong sector, right? Especially with this administration just started, the Trump administration, you're gonna see, the stock continuing to trend. Keep this on your watch list, guys. TMC. Next one is GNS. This one, fan favorite. A lot of people love it. Looking at if you watched the video I said yesterday, right? What did I say about the GNS? I said that GNS is gonna have this type of action where it pulls back, and then where traders are gonna get scared, right? I think some people might have cut their loss, or I don't know, they maybe took profit. But look what happened today, right when after the pullback, you saw massive a move higher. It's now testing that band. I really want to see 175 crack. I said on Stock Twit that over 175, ideally without news. This is my opinion. I think news pushing this stock specifically higher. In my opinion, I want it to be more without news, so that when news does come out, the squeeze is much bigger, right? You guys know what I'm saying. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that how TMC is just grinding higher. I want to see GNS do the similar thing, where it goes to 2+ without news, without a bomb, without a big news, right? So that when it does happen, you could see that extension up towards multi-dollar, right? And again, I'm not saying 100% anything is guaranteed. I have no connection to insider knowledge, or I have no connection to Roger or Kevin Malone. So I'm just saying my opinion and my thoughts, because I don't want people assuming that's going to happen and then, go all in or something, right? And again, everything I say is not financial advice. I just want to make it clear. So I think I had more to say about the stock, but what was it? I had a couple pointers I wanted to talk about besides the technical, more on the news side of the aspect. But it's I have a brain. I kind of zoned out right now, guys. The video is getting too long. Oh yeah, I think GNS, in my opinion, this was what I was gonna say. I think the news, ideally, I wish that the Bitcoin news is really good, but I hope that there's other stuff besides Bitcoin Edge, right? That's gonna introduce new buyers as well as new attention to the stock, because Bitcoin is really, really good, obviously. But what if there's another angle? You guys know what I'm saying? Those other stocks, the small caps that have multiple type of PRs, but that's not related to the main thing. I hope people know what I'm saying, guys. So GNS looks really good, and right now I'm telling you guys, this stock could easily hit 2+, in my opinion, based on how it's trending. But again, nothing's guaranteed. And if you have any questions on GNS, guys, write down in the comments. I'm gonna do more research, I think, on the stock on the weekend. Hopefully, if it's not 2+ by then, so because a lot of people are really interested about the stock and they keep asking me, right, questions and stuff. So I want to do more research on it to give my opinion. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, I appreciate if you like the video, comment down below. And I'm gonna be live giving trade ideas starting 7:45 Eastern time in pre-market, and I recommend you guys watch the videos in 2x speed going forward, because I tried to make it short, like 12 minutes, but there's way too much to cover, as you saw in the video, right? Like so many plays I mentioned, rip and face. I want to go over and study, because a lot of people, they seem to love the videos, right? So I hope everybody has a great night, and